guys, how you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome to episode number 7, I believe it is, of The Road to Glory. Today what we plan on doing, or what I plan on doing, is going into the last couple of games of the FUT Champions tournament, the daily knockouts, and seeing if I can get my way into that weekend league. Last episode what we did was play in Division 9 with our Russian league team, so this is going to be slightly different by going into FUT Champions, and I know that I'm at least going to be able to play the sort of football that I want because of the dedicated servers and the no lag or button delay or anything cool like that. So we're going to go into the semi-final. We get matched up against this guy who I was quite happy to be matched up against him. I'm really not sure if FUT Champions daily knockouts are they tiered? Like, am I playing someone in the semi-final as well? Because if so, he's done well to get through with a 70 chem team. And I did find this guy to be a relatively decent FIFA player. However, I started things off quite strongly. I hit the bar there with Benyetta, and I was doing some pretty decent things. He was also doing stuff as well, getting down my end and taking a nice shot on goal there. He gets the resulting corner, decides to whip it in. Can he do anything with it? Well, no. He can get to the edge of the box, and then Rafinha scores an absolute worldie. I genuinely was not expecting that to go in. I'm pretty sure that's his weak foot, and I'm pretty sure he wasn't on full chem, and he has just like whipped that ball into the far corner, and that is actually a beautiful strike. However, it did slightly annoy me that he managed to score it. I wish I could score goals like that on Ultimate Team. I get the ball through to Nzonzi, who manages to stick it in the back of the net. And this is what I'm saying about Nzonzi. He's actually a bit of a god on Ultimate Team. Year in, year out, this guy scores me goals, plays amazingly as a centre midfielder for me. Actually, sometimes a little bit too far up, if I'm honest. But can't complain. He's the one getting goals for me at the moment. So, what a god. And I will hold him in high regard in my team, because I just think he's actually really, really good. We push on with Ousmane Dembele here, whip it into the back stick. Masonda takes the shot, but Begovic with a stat card manages to easily save that. It wasn't even going on target, really, I don't think. And we're peppering the goal again. We're doing our best to try and get this goal, try and get through to what would be the final. And we're here with Benyetta, but a fantastic save by Begovic. I'm pretty sure the stat card helped out quite a bit for this guy. He had a gold, I guess it was like a +10 all. I don't know if you can really tell, but he had a gold stat card on him, I think. We get through once again with Nzonzi, and literally like a couple of minutes into the second half, he scored his second goal of the game. The guy is literally a wizard. I don't know why he's the one in the right space at the right time. Something about the way I'm playing. Maybe I'm passing and moving with him, and he's going on a little run after he's passed it. I'm not sure, but he is just an absolute beast, not going to lie. This guy was really sort of containing me quite well, and I was struggling to get any space at the edge of the box. So I just keep working it around. Eventually, Nzonzi finds Guilavoglu, plays it through to Benyetta, and that right there is a solid finish from the Frenchman. And we go 3-1 up, and I was quite happy with that, because that's a big enough gap when there's like less than half an hour left that you can just try your best to play conservatively, and then surely, right, you'll be able to hold on and not lose the game. There was a point in time where I think this guy stopped playing after a little while. However, I get the ball here with Benyetta. I'm pretty sure he's still playing at this point. Take the shot. Doesn't really get very far. It was this point right here. I scored a couple of goals with Masonda because the guy stopped playing, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to get the 5 goals because that gives me a nice coin boost at the end of the game if I can score like 5 goals. So I don't care. It pushes me into the final. However, he started playing again. He stopped playing again. I scored the 6th goal when he stopped playing again. Fine, I don't care. At this point in time, I'm literally going to score every single possible goal that I can. And we get the ball here to Ousmane Dembele, who takes a beautiful strike and scores a wonderful goal there in the 90th minute to make us 7-1 up. And we are going to find ourselves in the final of the FUT Champions, which I'm very, very happy with. Here it is. So rather than letting these guys get fitter again by playing a different game with the Russian League team, I decided, you know what, I'll apply some fitness cards and I will just go into this match. I don't think I apply one to absolutely everyone because we are short-ish on these cards. I don't want to waste them, even though they don't cost very much, and we are sort of stacked on coins right now. However, we move on into the final, and again we come up against a guy who hasn't got full chem, but he has got some pretty awesome players. Carvajal, should I say, James Rodriguez, Mahrez, Icardi and Eden Hazard on loan. So that was going to be tough if he knows how to play even in the slightest. And at this point in time, I was thinking to myself, I think it is like a tier level. So I think this guy was also in the final as well. Because when I've been playing FUT Champions on another account, on like my main account, I keep going out in the second round because the first guy I can easily beat. The second guy is always a little bit harder, and I seem to lose at that point in time. So I was quite happy to get myself all the way to the final on the first attempt over here. We get the ball inside with Dembele, take the shot, but this Derm guy, the left back from the Bundesliga, was literally all over everything. He was a great defender, really giving me a lot of trouble with a player that I thought I could maybe make some space with. I'm getting through once again with Nzonzi, and even he couldn't score at this point in time. It was getting a bit frustrating. We're already in the 74th minute, and I thought that guy scored there. The camera was doing all sorts of tricks on me, and I thought he scored. However, we push on into the box, take that header with Ben Yedder, but he doesn't really get anything on it. We also play it short to Ben Yedder from a free kick. Try and replicate that other goal we scored, but it doesn't quite work out. However, Ben Yedder plays it into Steven Nzonzi, the man of the hour, who slots it home in the 82nd minute. And we are winning the final with only 8 minutes to go. This is awesome. We're going to make our way to the weekend league and, well, hopefully play as many games in that as we possibly can and try and win ourselves some nice coins, some packs, whatever it is. However, we then have to try and defend for a few minutes here. He gets a lovely shot in with Mali, a great save from Carasso, and from the resulting corner, what does he do? Play it short or whip it in? He plays it short, then he whips it in, and someone was there to score the friggin' goal, and obviously our lead lasted like 4 friggin' FIFA minutes, which I wasn't happy about, not gonna lie. I was so stressed in this final. You play and you get stressed because it is a final. I get through with Dembele, take that shot, can we win it? Oh my god, he's dragged it wide of the post. I get through even again with Ben Yedder. Can we please just win this game? And I completely fluff it. I don't know what I was doing, but I didn't manage to score. And this game is going to go all the way. We've gone and taken it into extra time right now. As you can see, a very even game. If anything, I was slightly edging it. I decided to make 3 subs because my players were knackered. And this guy also did the same thing. He made subs. I brought on Promes, Smolov, and I think Axel Witsel just to sturdy things up in different areas in the team. I wanted to make sure that not everyone was knackered because it becomes a running race when you're running down the wing and stuff like that, and tired players really slow down quickly. So I figured maybe a couple of pacey wingers and stuff might help me out a little bit. Promes gets an amazing heading opportunity but doesn't manage to score it. He gets in the box again, takes that finesse shot but wide of the post. My finishing has been dreadful in this particular game. I could have won it multiple times. I then get through with Promes again. It falls to Smolov, who takes that shot on the turn, but a great save from Baumann. And, well, it's going all the way, isn't it? Even with Witsel working his way through right here, he passes it off to Promes, who manages to get that shot off, I believe, and another great save from the goalkeeper. We're going to penalties. I am confident that I know my penalties and I know my stuff, but this guy takes his first one, and I was a little bit worried because he just dinked it down the middle. I thought, oh god. And then I bottle it. Look at that. What did I do? I'm so confident with penalties, and I bottled it. I even get a leg on that next one, and he manages to still score it anyway. However, we resume our good penalty form with that next one right there. And then my opponent bottles it as well. It's a stressful time trying to take penalties on this game. However, we're equal at this point in time. I managed to save it because I thought he was going to stay down the middle again. And then Ousmane Dembele with a fantastic penalty. We're now advantage lasty. Mahrez slots home a absolute worldie of a penalty. That was great. And Nzonzi steps up, takes that one, bottom right corner, and we win the match. And it just had to be him that scored the winning goal. We win the final. He's going to do a bit of a dance with his teammates. I would attempt to do the same, but I'm just not going to embarrass myself. We win the final and we are through to the weekend league. So I believe we get 500 coins and a gold pack, which for us, who we're pretty poor right now, that's awesome. You know, that's some players in the packs that we can sell on for coins. Maybe we even get someone good and be able to use them. Next up, you know, we keep selling stuff. We're up to 16, nearly 17,000 coins at this point in time. I'm just going to keep relisting these guys. Let me know if it's a bad idea and whether I should just stick them in my club for future squad building challenges. go and open the pack, and we get ourselves a rare gold, a Dutch striker from Fenerbahce, I believe that is. That is Robin van Persie, 81 rated. Nothing amazing, but that's still a pretty decent pack. And I know that with those 3 players, I can sell them all for a little bit more than discard. And then I'm going to go ahead and keep most of the stuff here. I think I put one of the kits up on the market, but the other one doesn't look anything special. So I get rid of that one, and I sell like a gold one that we managed to get. So I just checked the prices of the 3 players and tried to get more than discard value for them, which I definitely will be able to do. I think they all sell for their buy it now price. So maybe I could have even listed them slightly higher still, but so be it. So we're going to roughly end with nearly 20,000 coins on the account at the moment. I'm still going like in the background, just listing the players every hour. But as I've said multiple times, let me know if I should just stick them in the club and wait for other squad building challenges, because they might become very valuable players at some point. 2 games left on Eremenko's injury, so when we go into Division 9 with the Russian League squad in the next episode, what we will do is, well, once again use Danny, because he's come into the team and done quite nicely for us. So that's the end of the video today, guys. If you have enjoyed, make sure you smash a thumbs up on it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you are new around here. Have a good one, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.